For the first time ever, 3 bansa ang mag-host ng 2023 FIBA World Cup at isa ang Pilipinas sa mga host. Dito sa Pilipinas, relihiyon ng basketball at sobrang invested ng mga fans sa lahat ng ganap sa basketball dito. Minsan, to a fault. June 13, 2021. Tab Baldwin was named as the Gilas head coach para sa Clark window ng FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers at para sa Olympic qualifier game sa Belgrade. After years of inconsistency nung late 2010s, under Tab, he did something different. Mas nag-focus siya sa youth and long-term development. Lalo na sa kalagitnaan ng pandemic, maraming fans ang sumubaybay at napanood yung potential ng bagong direksyon ng Gilas program. Nakita ng fans yung iba't ibang experiments, yung mas free-flowing na opensa, at mas malaki na lineups. At on board sila sa mga yon, willing to wait ang mga Gilas fans kasi nakita nila yung potential. They saw the vision. And despite being a young team, isa ang Gilas team na to sa mga pinaka-competitive na Gilas teams relative to their competition. Tinalo nila ang Korea, Indonesia, at dikit yung laban nila kontra sa Serbia sa OQT. They over-delivered at masaya ang lahat. January 31, 2022. It was reported na si Chot Reyes na ang bagong head coach ng Gilas Pilipinas after Tab Baldwin stepped down as both Gilas head coach and program director. Maraming fans ang nagulat dito. Sobrang biglaan. The program was really in a good place and ito yung least na in-expect ng lahat. Si Coach Chot Reyes, he was once loved by the fans. He was like a mirror, a reflection of the Filipino identity. Yung 2014 run ng Gilas Pilipinas was legendary and the team was tactically ahead of its time. Pero ngayon, things are way different. Kabaliktaran pa nga. So after a complete revamp ng Gilas program, yung mga sumunod na nangyari, to say the least, was interesting. So, i-recap natin lahat ng nangyari sa confusing season 18 months ng Gilas Pilipinas leading up to the 2023 FIBA World Cup. Three weeks na lang bago magsimula ang unang window ng FIBA World Cup qualifiers kontra sa India at New Zealand. Since hindi madaling mag-start from scratch, especially sa time crunch, you go for familiarity, I guess. So sa first game, as expected, the Gilas won by a considerable margin led by Terdy Ravena and Dwight Ramos. Against New Zealand naman, the Gilas lost 63-88, splitting their 2 games sa first window, making them 1-1 sa buong qualifiers at this point. Pagdako naman ng Mayo, ito na ang 31st SEA Games. Yung team ay composed ng halo ng both young players and PBA players. There were early red flags. Execution-wise, kitang-kita na hindi pa komportable lahat with each other. Pero pinalusot lang ng fans kasi SEA Games lang naman and bago yung team. Pero sa gold medal game versus Indonesia, after 31 straight years of dominance sa buong SEA Games, natalo ang Gilas 81-85.
I take full responsibility and accountability for the results, okay? There is absolutely no excuse for us to lose in the Southeast Asian Games.
Temporarily, si Nenad Vucinic muna ang humawak ng Gilas team. They ran different sets, the team looked different, pero of course, as any system, it'll take time bago mag-translate into winning. The fans understood that. At this point, sawa na lang talaga sila sa old formulas and they'd rather be patient, basta bago at hindi dribble drive. Unfortunately, the Gilas lost by a hefty margin kontra sa New Zealand sa second window ng qualifier, 60-106. So matapos ang pangalawang round ng Gilas kontra sa India and New Zealand, again, in-split nila, meron silang 2-2 record after ng second window. Pagdating naman ng FIBA Asia Cup, Expectations were high, hindi dahil sa mga previous performances ng Gilas under Chot, pero dahil dun sa pinakita ng Gilas sa OQT. Repeatedly though, Chot told everyone to temper their expectations. That quote left a bad taste sa mga Gilas fans, seeing it as more of an excuse rather than being realistic. The team showed flashes pero it wasn't enough as they tally a 1-3 record sa buong tournament. And for the first time in 12 years, natalo ang Gilas against Japan 81-102 to finish the tournament in 9th place. Of course, galit ang mga Gilas fans. It's FIBA Asia and hindi man lang naabot yung very humble goal of reaching the top 8. Soon after, Coach Chot Reyes was quick to apologize.
Nag-commit na raw si Utah Jazz guard Jordan Clarkson para maglaro sa susunod na window ng FIBA World Cup qualifiers.
Malaking boost ng Philam Cards sa Gilas Pilipinas na inuula na naman ang patikos dahil sa historic exit sa
we can do with what we have and in the end that's all we can do, right? And hopefully we continue just to develop and get better for.
I've always been very optimistic about our that we are going to put a great team together. But not now. Yun lang ang ano talaga. I mean, we really don't need to win the game against Lebanon. Sabi na, it's gonna be good for PR. It's gonna be good, I guess, for me with my haters. But for the whole team objective, not necessarily, di ba? We really need to continue figuring things out and learning and developing and growing.
Pagdating naman ng August, sa window na to, Gilas split their 2 games after losing to Lebanon and winning against Saudi sa home debut ni Jordan Clarkson. Matapos ang kanilang unang 6 na laro, halfway through the qualifiers, 3-3 ang naging record ng Gilas Pilipinas. Not bad. At magpapatuloy yung success ng Gilas team, winning 2 sets of games against Jordan and Saudi. The team looked good. Maganda yung pinakita nila and the momentum was carrying over and nagsisimula nang mag-mesh yung team together. Kasama sa mga magandang balita ay ang pag-naturalize sa Ginebra superstar resident import na si Justin Brownlee. A 6'6" wing who can defend, playmake, and score from 3 levels. Pero ang pinaka-importanteng asset niya, yung attitude and buy-in. At nakita ng Gilas fans yon sa game versus Lebanon, kung saan hindi dinomina ni Brownlee yung bola, pero yung effect niya nandun and he made everyone look better. Sa game naman kontra Jordan, pinakita ni Brownlee yung ability niya to take over games.
Brownlee for 3! And Brownlee for 3, you can count that. Just attempted 2 of those. Brownlee from deep! Gilas! Lost their mojo. Here is a 3-pointer. It's a 1-point game. Brownlee. Here's Brownlee. This is what you want.
Though natalo ang Gilas by 1 point, grabe yung pinakita ni Brownlee dito, scoring 41 points in 35 minutes. It's May 2023. Expected ang Gilas na bumawi at i-reclaim ang trono ng SEA Games. At sa SEA Games na to, naka 10 times difficulty multiplier. Linoleum yung court, hindi maganda yung ventilation at yung host team halos Team USA ang finifield na lineup. Sa unang meeting ng dalawang koponan, hindi naging maganda yung ending. To be fair, yung coach ng Cambodia was being disrespectful. And I think this was the extra motivation Gilas needed para maibalik yung trono ng SEA Games Pilipinas. And they did. Sa gold medal match against Cambodia, nanalo ang Gilas Pilipinas kontra sa Cambodia 80-69. It was nice to see the team getting confidence and success a few months bago magsimula yung World Cup.
There's Chris Ross asking the Filipino fans to give it up. Oh! Are they gonna count that one? I think it will. Gilas Pilipinas, kampiyon ng Southeast Asian Games Basketball, regaining.
At ngayon napapalapit na ng papalapit ang World Cup, the team is starting to take form. Though may mga late scratch injuries, players getting ruled out, and question marks, ang biggest concern pa rin sa Gilas team ng mga maraming fans ay yung lack of innovation at paggamit ng same old formula na ilang taon nang pinabagal ang development ng national team sa bansa. Though sa mga previous qualifier games, objectively, mas maganda na yung pinapakita ng Gilas sa opensa. Pero tignan natin, andyan na yan eh. Whether believer ka or hindi, let's still hope for the best. At sana ma-overcome nila yung expectations ng mga tao sa kanila.